大家好，我是戴普. I'm French, this is my Chinese name, and I've been in Shanghai for the last 7 years, but I have a long-standing passion for China. Actually, I started my professional life in China 28 years ago. In the last 28 years, I've been able to witness the extraordinary change and development of China. When I first came to Shanghai, was as a tourist when I was living in Guangdong in 1994. At that time, the Pearl Tower was still under construction, and Pudong was still a lot of industrial and port area. I still remember seeing the model in the city hall, which was the foreseen landscape of the city and orientation west to east. And it's quite impressive, almost 30 years later, to see that this came to realization. So Shanghai for me is like a Rubik's Cube, you know, this thing that you can play with and is always changing shape. I've been here 7 years and still I'm discovering new facets of the city that I was not aware of, simply because it's changing so fast. Of course, the party is core to pretty much everything that is happening here in China. For me, what's important is the long-term view. So being able to articulate a vision for the next 50, for the next 100 years, and then actually turn it into planning, into long-term planning, into 5-year planning, and actually carry out these plans. When I was in China for the first time 28 years ago, I remember going as a tourist to Tibet and traveling with my backpack using buses from Tibet to Shanghai, and then Shanghai to Gansu and Xinjiang. And at that time, it was very, very difficult. The roads were very bad, and it was taking a long time. But there was already a plan to build the railway line to go to Lhasa by rail from Shanghai. And I could not believe it, frankly, that it would be possible, because I have been on these roads, and it's so impossible to think how to build a road and a railway in these conditions. Yet now this railway is operating. So I think that's a good example of what you can achieve with vision, planning, and a lot of determination, and also no saving on resources to actually build that infrastructure. And having witnessed the development of China over the last 30 years, I think that massive development of infrastructure for the benefit of all people and companies, including foreign companies like ours, is what impresses me more. J'adore Shanghai. 我会去上海.